Uh, okay, so recently I was asked whether or not I had a dark secret that I would like to get off my chest. And here is one that I have. Also, about this particular secret, it's not really dark, but it's just heartbreaking. So, to set up some context, I grew up in a charismatic evangelical cult. I was physically, not carnally or sexually, assaulted by the pastor and several churchgoers in an exorcism to cure my depression and suicidal thoughts. It didn't work, obviously. I was 16 or 17 and I tried to kill myself pretty soon after that, but I failed, obviously. Otherwise, this comment and story would not even exist. So, after my failed attempt, I spent weeks and weeks crying on the phone to suicide helpline and trans helpline at night. I often begged them to just let me cry to them and vent, not to call the authorities, as it would make things worse for me instead of better. My sister actually found me one night because I cried so hard that I puked. I was in the bathroom because I was so devastated, and it was the safest and quickest place for me to call that late. She was between 14 or 15 at the time. I just remember she was asking if I was okay, and it was very obvious that I wasn't. She actually comforted me a lot. I can't remember what she said. All I remember is that her kindness and her concern, knowing how badly I wanted to kill myself and how much I hated myself. She has always been my biggest support. 6 years later, we both escape our parents. They are both horrible, horrible people who believe the cult did nothing wrong, and they still attend the church that I was assaulted at. I have been nearly a year no contact with them. Meanwhile, she still talks to them from time to time, but she maintains firm boundaries, and I'm so beyond proud of her for that very reason. I'm writing these lines the last weeks of the month of August of the year 2022. Therefore, I'm right now 22 years old, and I had my first birthday party without them recently. My sister made a cake, and she got me a present, and we had a get together. I didn't tell her then, but I was pretty sad the whole day. Not a single happy birthday wish from any of my family, and while I wanted it that way, there's really no way for any of them to get in touch with me. I still miss my parents. I'm still just a scared kid who wants his mommy and his daddy. I want my dad to tell me he's proud of me instead of what a fuck up I am. And excuse me for the word I'm about to use, but that's what he said. So how retarded I am, and how I'll never hold a job down. It hurts to record and type this. I want my mom to tell me that I'm a perfect person, that I'm perfect the way I am, and that she will love me unconditionally no matter what. I dealt with heavy drug use too, as a result of trauma. And yes, I dealt also with a lot of fear of going to therapy. And yes, I had and I still kind of have that fear. I have been clean and sober for 5 months, but some days I just remember everything and I start craving again. Of course, I'm just thankful that I do not know other dealers, because I would screw up and I would definitely mess up for the umpteenth time by now. Anyway, but I got myself where I am today, all without my parents, all without my family. I did that. I guess that's my dark secret.